Her lover strolled out of the bedroom with her, bold as brass, and said, "All right, bastard. Let's talk man to man." I laughed, sharp and humorless, and turned to Erica. "Nice try," I said calmly, "but I won't lay a finger on your lover. You two are perfect for each other, deluded, deceitful, and endlessly dramatic." I glanced at him. "By the way, does he know about the others? About the nights you disappeared without warning? Or the fact you stopped using protection?" Her face twitched. The smile vanished. When loyalty meets delusion, the truth becomes nuclear. "My name is Adam Lewis. I'm 36, civil engineer, former romantic, current realist. I solve structural problems for a living. Never thought I'd need to apply the same logic to a marriage. I believed in commitment, believed it could outlast anything. Then I married Erica. We met 8 years ago. She was electricity in heels, sharp-tongued, magnetic, commanding every room she entered. I was the calm to her storm. She lit the fire. I kept it from burning down the house. I didn't just fall for her. I trusted her, in a way that poets chase and fools cling to. From the outside, we looked picture perfect. But some masks don't slide, they shatter. The fractures began a year ago. Small things. Quiet red flags. She started locking her phone, even to shower. Working late. Every night, it seemed. Her stories thinned out. Her touch went cold. And when I asked, she flipped it. "You've been distant," she'd snap. "You're paranoid." I tried to believe her. God knows I tried. But her eyes, they stopped seeing me. Not like a husband. Not like anyone who mattered. One night, she said she was out for drinks with coworkers. But I checked the Find My Phone app. She'd forgotten it was still synced to our iPad. She wasn't at a bar. She was at a condo on the far side of town. One I'd never heard of. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed more. So I watched. I documented every strange behavior, every call she whispered on the balcony, every lie wrapped in lipstick and late nights. She wasn't just cheating. She was living a second life. 2 weeks later, I set the trap. Came home early. Lights off. Silent. Parked blocks away, crept in through the backyard. At 8:43 p.m., I heard them. Voices. Glasses. Laughter. Then footsteps from our bedroom. I stood in the hall. My heart wasn't racing from rage. It beat steady with truth. Then I heard him. That voice. Cocky. Casual. "All right, bastard. Let's talk man to man." He emerged, smug, shirtless, wrapped in my robe. He had no idea what kind of man I really was. I smiled instead. "Nice try," I said to Erica, my voice even. "But I won't lay a finger on your lover." Her smirk faltered. A tremor of doubt flickered in her eyes. I kept going. "You two are a strange little match. Tell me, does he know about the other guys? The ones you sleep with when he cancels? Or the one from the club? What about the night you were at your mom's?" I tilted my head. "Did you mention you stopped using protection months ago?" His face went pale. The smugness evaporated. Silence swallowed the room. Erica's mouth opened, then froze. No words. Just guilt, heavy and loud. "Greg." Yeah, I knew his name. Took a step back, as if the truth was contagious. "You're lying," she whispered. I gave her a slow, measured smile. "No, Erica." I was quiet, not blind. Then I turned to Greg, staring straight through him. "She didn't mention me by name, did she? Just the boring husband. The one who works too much. The one she tolerates." I paused. "She left out the second guy? And the third?" "No worries," I added. "I've got receipts. Screenshots. Voice recordings. Even one where she left her mic on during a FaceTime call." His eyes darted. "Wait, what?" "Yeah," I said. "She told him to finish fast. Said she had to get back to me." He turned to her, voice cracking as the confidence drained from his face. "Is that true, Greg?" She started, faltering. "How many?" he shouted. Silence. She didn't answer. And in that silence, he saw her clearly for the first time. Not the thrill, not the sultry escape from a dull routine. Just the truth. A predator dressed in seduction. Not cheating for love or passion, cheating for control. For the rush of holding hearts like they were strings to be pulled. I could have thrown them out right then. Slammed the door, ended it. But that was too easy. They needed to see what came next. "The first domino falls," I said calmly. "Both of you should leave. But before you go, just know, I sent everything to HR." Greg flushed deep red. "What? Your company has a morality clause, doesn't it? No relationships between managers and their subordinates." I turned to Erica. Didn't you just pitch yourself for a promotion to the board? Might be awkward when your husband hands over proof of misconduct and multiple affairs. She lunged forward, panic flaring in her eyes. You can't. That's my job, Adam. Not anymore, I said flatly. Collateral damage. And the fallout came fast. By Monday, they were both suspended, pending internal review. That same day, I filed for divorce. Notarized. Final. Our prenup, signed in naive optimism, was clear. Infidelity voided all claims. She'd walk away with nothing. No house. No savings. Not a cent of alimony. Even her car, technically my business asset, was repossessed. But it wasn't just about the logistics. It was the quiet exposure that hit the hardest. I didn't post anything online. No angry rants or dramatic reveals. Just a few texts, a silent video, forwarded messages, shared privately with those closest to us. Alongside a single line, thought you should know who you're really dealing with. By the end of the week, she'd stopped answering her phone. Greg tried to salvage his image, claimed he'd been duped, seduced, manipulated. No one believed him. His wife packed up and left within days. The night Erica finally left, she stood in the doorway holding a duffel bag, like she couldn't believe it was real. You're really just going to erase me? I didn't look up from my bourbon. I'm not erasing you, Erica. You did that yourself. I'm just cleaning up the mess. She lingered in the doorway, waiting for something. A goodbye, maybe. I gave her nothing. Because that's what was left between us. Nothing. 1 week later, I stood in the bedroom we once shared, staring at the empty wall where her vanity used to be, where our framed memories once hung. The room felt lighter, not from space, but from absence. Her scent was gone. Her things, her sounds, her stories, vanished. And with them, the invisible weight I'd carried for years. I didn't cry. That was the strangest part. No breakdown. No cinematic sorrow. Just a breath, slow and steady, like surfacing after nearly drowning. And for the first time in years, I felt clean. Within a month, the divorce was finalized. Erica was out of work, shamed, crashing with her sister. Greg had vanished from the industry, last I heard. He was freelancing under a fake name. Neither reached out. But I heard from others. Former friends, vague connections, people who once defended her. We had no idea, Adam. Honestly, you handled it better than most would have. I hope you're okay. I didn't need sympathy. But their clarity? That was something. I didn't run to new people. No rebound. No chaos. I rebuilt. From the inside out. Remodeled the kitchen, not out of need, but out of want. I didn't want to see her fake smiling, humming in a silk robe, slicing onions like we were normal. I picked up woodworking again. The hobby I'd given up when she complained it made me smell like a shed. I adopted a dog, Milo. Rescue mutt. Crooked ears. Boundless energy. He never lied to me. Never left the bed cold. Never apologized with mascara-stained tears and someone else's lipstick. The last time I saw her was in a grocery store 2 towns over. I almost didn't recognize her. Thinner. Hollow. Worn in ways makeup couldn't hide. She offered a faint smile. Adam. I gave a small nod. Nothing more than courtesy. Her eyes drifted to my card, packed with real groceries, not just frozen meals and cheap wine. You look good, she said. I looked at her, really looked. And what I saw wasn't anger. Wasn't pain. Just a woman I once knew. Someone I once loved. Now a stranger wrapped in fading memories. I am good, I replied, voice steady. Hope you are too. Then I turned and walked away. She didn't follow. Peace, it's not loud. People think revenge is fire and fury, shouting matches, viral videos, public takedowns. But real revenge? It's quiet. It's composed. It's rising without fanfare, while the ones who betrayed you drown in the wreckage they built with their own hands. It's passing them in silence while they drag their shame behind them like a shadow. It's never turning back, because what's behind you is exactly where it belongs. She thought I'd break, that I'd scream, beg, unravel. She never imagined I'd rise from the ashes and build something stronger, without her. But I did. And now, I sleep soundly, because my hands stayed clean, and her conscience never will. Was the revenge justified, or did it cross a line? Let us know in the comments. And if you live for jaw-dropping pro-revenge stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash the like. It helps us bring you more tales that thrill, sting, and satisfy. Thanks for being here. Your support? It means everything.